of Auto Gear Light Buggy, already revving the motors. And I'm going to turn it over to Brett one more time for introductions. Brett?
Starting on the pole, the number 129 of Connor Schultz. The 100 of Corey Holger, or Ed Holger's Sunday here in the 100 car. 177 of Colin Schultz. The 113 of Eric Lafreniere. The 195 of Tyler Lyons. The number 109 of Jaden Levick. And the 120 of Tara Fleshman. The 172 of Greg Stingle, Dylan Marcourt in the 122, Bo Ambles in the 188, Jake Nelson in 141, Billy Booth in the 151.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. Say that fast 3 times. So look at this, the whole shot, 2 days in a row. Man, the old man's still doing it. Once again, welcome back, everybody, at TORC Series / YouTube. We're right now at the green flag of the Auto Gear Light Buggy Division, right at the start. As you can see that blaze orange car running up front one more time. Greg Stingle has been dominant in this class for so many years, and he's doing it once again.
Yeah, Greg Stingle, he's a veteran in this sport. And he's showing, he's spreading his legs already early and getting out front.
You know, it's one thing when Stingle starts in the mid-pack or back of the pack. It's fun watching him work his way forward. But when he starts on the pole and pulls the whole shot, I don't want to say the day is done, but you're racing for second.
It's a bummer for all the other guys.
So Stingle's having a good run, obviously. Tracy Fleischman running in that second spot. Tyler Weens running in that third. Bo Ambos fourth, Billy Booth in that fifth spot. And again, it didn't take very long for some of the biggest names in this sport, in this class, to work its way to the front. Had a chance to talk to Bo Ambos this morning, and you know, we got cars turned around. It looks like one's on its side. Is it one of the Booth cars? Can't quite tell. It's at a crazy angle. One of the cars is actually underway again. It's at the triple ones, I think. Bill Huntley, I think, is the car that got back underway. As one car is still on side, and there's no way, we have no idea who that is because we cannot see a number plate or even the side of the car to kind of check out the description. But again, we want to welcome everybody that's watching us at TORCseries.com, YouTube. We've had a fantastic day of racing. I know you hear that all the time in other forms of motorsports, but today, without a doubt, yes. One eye's looking at the track and watching racing action, one eye's pointing at the sky, watching the weather, and we've been very, very lucky so far at this point, as what was standing water here this morning now is showing dust at the same spots. This track is drained out real well. The sun has dried it out. The guys have really worked their butt off to get this track to come around, and the order of which they ran the races as well, the classes, has really helped as well.
Oh yeah, we had our classics in Formula 4x4s clean off the track a little bit earlier, and now it's, like Scott said, we have dust everywhere in the track. It's just another round of applause for the Crandon crew and all the track officials. They always seem to never disappoint here in Crandon, Wisconsin. Stingle still way out front, probably 9-10 car lengths.
Yeah, Stingles just slowly pulls away, and these cars are stock VW components, suspension, motor. They're running a restrictor plate, so it's very limited, very restricted. But you still have to save these things a little bit for the second half of the race. Stingle, I know he's not going 100%.
No,
he's
always
relying on that spotter.
himself.
Yeah, he's relying on that spotter a lot. Not to tell him how to drive, but to let him know where everybody else is in the course. You don't tell Stingle, go inside, go outside. That's not the right line. Go to find a better line. No, you don't do that with him. Tracy Fleischman having a good race as well, as both of them have pulled away from the rest of the field. Tyler Weeks has moved up to that third spot, gotten around Todd Lemke.
Jaden Lemke in the 109 still running in the second spot. Stingle still redeeming his lead from earlier. I mean, he's pretty much dominant in this class. That bright orange car as he's going through what is just a side course caution, and they're getting that out of the way, and Stingle's getting back to him. He's just a total package in this class. He knows what the shocks need to be doing. He knows what gearing he needs and the horsepower, and he always seems to run out front, but usually he starts deep in the back and puts on a show.
You know, I started to talk about Bo Ambos, and he was telling me what they've done to the car to get it ready for this year. They put her in this huge diet and was trying to make the car lighter and all that kind of stuff. He says one morning I got out of the shower and I was drying myself off, and I looked in the mirror and went, oh. And you know, he kind of put himself on a diet. He's got a workout regimen, and I think he said he lost 30 pounds.
Wow.
In the last year, and yeah, he looks it, man. He doesn't have that baby face, fat face anymore, you know. No, he's smiling a lot. He's running up front a lot more.
Yeah, he's a good card. He's always, my car looks the best.
So Stingle's still running up front as we go back to we're looking right now at our third and fourth cars, past the skyboxes. See Derek Tilkins, Bo Ambos running third and fourth as they come into the Polaris Razor gravel pit turn. You know, these aren't the fastest cars on the track, but by any means, when your butt's only about 4 or 5 inches off the ground and there's over 35 cars in your class, yeah, it's still a mad rush without a doubt. And the competition yellow's come out. I missed it, I apologize. But the comp yellow has come out. And one more time, we've got Richie Kuloff behind the wheel of the Escondido Toyota. And it looks like the 137 of Kai Groff has had a problem and is being pulled off the track, but tough break for Ty. Didn't see what the problem was until just now. And you can see there's still a lot of glop out there in the racetrack, off the racetrack line, but still the edges are really, really bad. So it's Stingle running up front. Todd Lemke in that second spot. Derek Tilkins third. Bo Ambos fourth. Tyler Weens in that fifth spot. Colin Schulz in the sixth. Paul Hayward seventh, which that car's for sale. He's wanting to move up in 2018. So the 115 car of Paul Hayward is for sale. Dylan Marquardt running eighth. Corey Holcher, Tom Benevenuti. Top 10 run for our favorite Canadian, Tom Benevenuti. Running that 10th spot, Corey Holcher in 9th. For a second there, I thought that our leader, Greg Stingle, was doing a little Days of Thunder, punting the pace truck a little bit. Man, we've got some crazy clouds all around us, but right above us, still looking pretty cool. Now this class in particular, when it comes to the restart, those two white flags, this is going to be interesting. Stingle didn't wait. He went right at it. No waiting for Greg Stingles. He jumped on that throttle right away as soon as he hit that first white flag in the infield at the restart area.
Doesn't look like Lemke's letting him get away this time. Trying to stay within a couple car lengths entering the gravel pit.
In fact, he's going to dive to the outside and come inside. No, he stays in the outside. No, he went inside, yeah. No, he went inside. No, he went outside. No, he went inside. Jeez. Yeah, Todd Lemke's really, I think he may be even trying too hard. He's checking every single corner, what he can do, and what he's doing is scrubbing off some speed.
Yeah, and that's the thing with this class. You can't, I mean, as much as you want to drive as hard as you can to try to reel in your leader, if you have to be perfect, because you know Stingel's not going to make a mistake. And at the same time, for your Lemke, look at the ground he lost just trying in the finish line. He tried going outside a little earlier and dived to the bottom, and it scrubbed off just that little bit of speed.
It's almost like he has to plan on running 3 or 4 perfect corners and get a run at him. And basically right now, at that corner right there,
put it all together.
He's planning on, okay, I'm running this line, that next corner, another line, and then another corner to make a pass the gravel pit turn.
Yep, they set it up a couple turns before.
Exactly, well out front, yep.
Stingle again coming by in front of the crowd in the 172. A good battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. As Stingle still out front in that bright orange car. Wasn't in the car all year. He had his son in there earlier in the year, and then all of a sudden Dad's back in the car and he's just comfortable again. Probably just said, well, I'll just keep the streak alive again. There's a good look at Bo Ambos there, like you were talking earlier, Scott. He's always up front. He's always running towards the front of the pack, and there's a great battle going on. Bo Ambo still in front of that 5th, 6th place position. I mean, the top 2, Lemke, Stingle, starting to run away again like they did earlier on in the race. Derek Tilkins in the 121 running right behind.
Man, I'm kind of surprised Derek Tilkins is pulling away from Bo's as far as he has. But there's a bunch of cars behind Bo right now. Tyler Weens is right there, Colin Schultz, Paul Hayward, Dylan Marquardt. Just a few laps to go. Man, what do you think Stingle's trophy room looks like? Trophy house?
Yeah, he must have a separate room. He's won since I've been a kid. That's all you hear in this class.
Exactly,
Stingle. But he's earned it. He's a heck of a driver. Plus, he builds the cars and he knows how to set them up. They're just out in there in a different area code in the front too. They just keep pulling away as Bo Ambo's got.
Yeah, I'm starting to think Bo Ambos may have some sort of mechanical issues. He's losing another spot to Colin Schultz, or he was about to. Something happened right there.
Yeah, Schultz kind of over-rotated.
Yeah, there's something wrong with Bo. He kind of got squirrely for some reason. Looks like maybe in the right rear suspension or something's not right, because he got really weird squirrely coming out. He didn't over rotate. He actually went side to side.
Bo Ambos, Colin Schultz, and Paul Hayward starting to reel in Schultz.
Yeah, the white flag is coming out for Greg Stengel. About 15 car lengths out in front of Todd Lemke. Man, Lemke gave it everything he had. I don't know what. He gave him all 4 barrels. And nothing could accomplish it. And here we go, Bo Ambos going, losing a spot to Colin Schultz. And there's our leader headed down that backstretch once again. Greg Stengel down that long back straightaway.
On a Sunday drive.
I've never seen him clean shaved either.
Really?
Nope, never. Always was sporting the whiskers.
Well, it's working. One more time in front of the crowd in turn 1. Greg Stengel. Todd Lemke in second.
Oh, Booth has got a left front flat tire. He's well back in the pack, which probably explains why. Left front flat tire for him. And how about this? A little bit further back, Bo Ambos now buried in 3 cars trying to find their way around. He's definitely has something going wrong with that car. Paul Hayward, Dylan Marquardt, Tyler Weens all messing around with him a little bit. One more turn to go, and here comes our winner this afternoon. In at the Amsoil finish line, taking another win and adding to what has got to be a huge trophy collection is Greg Stengel. Crossing the line behind him, Todd Lemke. And it looks like it's going to be Derek Tilkins finishing out in 3rd. As we get ready to bring the boys up to the podium one more time, let's step aside for a few words from our sponsors.
For 41 years, winning drivers in all forms of motorsports have relied on VP Racing Fuels for leading-edge technology to optimize performance and power them to the winner's circle. Now you can get the same benefit with VP Mattitives, formulated for gas and diesel engines. It's race fuel technology for your daily driver and the perfect way to clean out your fuel system and put the power back in your drive. VP Mattitives are available at your local AutoZone store. For more information, visit vpracingfuels.com. For 41
All right, we're sorry. Well, welcome back, everyone. That was a 1600 light buggy just finished. We'll be getting down to the podium very shortly, and Greg Stingle kind of ran away with it early, and same in the second half of the race. Lemke gave a good run, and you see the first two kind of checked out. The other 20, 30-odd buggies just kind of held their own there. There's some good battles back, and there's another good look at what we're going to be seeing coming up here shortly in the Sportsman UTV. As you see the Sportsman UTV starting to roll off. 10, 11 cars are going to enter in the starting grid. See, they're going to move up like they did the other UTV classes. They're going to bring them almost to turn one, so there's not as much speed entering in turn one with these cars, and we'll see. They'll be running the short track again right in front of the crowd, and what a beautiful day it is today. You can see off to the east that the weather is holding off, but over there it doesn't look too promising, but we've been lucky enough to have a nice breeze today, and make sure you get down and get yourself something to eat. Get some chicken wings, a hamburger, and all right, we're going to go down to the podium with the Light Buggy Awards. In the third spot, in the 121, Derek Tilkins.
Congratulations to you. With this wind picking up a little bit and everything that's going on, how does that change your driving style?
It doesn't. I mean, the track, it was slippery in the beginning, and then it got really rough in a couple spots, but it wasn't bad. I could feel it start cooling off going down the back, and the wind was picking up, so you're worried about the rain coming, but I'm glad we got it in. I thank my family, my friends, everyone that came up here. Badger Race Wraps, Pro Race Parts, Levine's Ice, and Advanced Construction. Thanks.
Done a great job here. Hop up on number 3.
All right, second place, Jaden Lemke in the 109.
Congratulations to you. You've done it here at the Big House, second place podium. You got a nice group down there. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it's really awesome just being able to race with these guys. I like to thank my mom and dad and all my sponsors.
Well, you've done a good job here. Hop up on number 2.
All right, this man has put on pretty much a winning streak in the light buggy division in the 172 of Greg Stingle.
Congratulations to you. This is for you. I feel like I should need a hug because I'm cold this time. Yeah. But congratulations. You're on that winning streak. You got to feel really good about that. What is the most difficult part right now on that track since it's drying out and getting a little dusty?
Track's really rough from after running the pros before us. I mean, Crandon did a beautiful job prepping it, but there's a lot of big holes that it always is after they get done. You know, I got to thank my crew and everybody else that borrowed me parts yesterday to make sure we got back out here after we broke yesterday. Thanks, Crandon, Craig Moore. Thanks, everybody, for coming, and hopefully we can get this all in before it starts storming.
You've done a good job here on that streak. Hop up on number 1. You did it. One more round of applause for these guys, and back up to Scott and Brent.
All right, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your top 3. Derek Tilkins, Jaden Lemke, and Greg Stingle. Once again, a winner in the light buggy division. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have more racing coming up. We have the Sportsman UTV coming at you, and you can see up on the Jumbotron that weather still staying off to the east. It's been very lucky today, and as we were yesterday, we had a couple different parts of the day where we had a lot of rain, and it just dried out. The track officials and the crews did a wonderful job, and just like today, we had a lot of standing water early at about 8 o'clock this morning. We had to prolong it a little bit and delay about 2 hours it ended up being, and now we're in a beautiful track condition, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, every single race they've come out here with blades, dug it up a little bit, rolled it over, packed it back down. I have yet to see a water truck out there. And that's incredible itself. Even with the dust, there's so much moisture in the ground. All they have to do is blade it, roll it over, and there it is. So we haven't seen, at least I haven't seen a water truck out there all afternoon.
No, they're right in front of us. They're just sitting there.
Not even once.
Awesome, awesome facility here in Crandon.
So it's the Country Hearth Sportsman UTV as we continue on through the afternoon of Sportsman racing, ending once again with what everybody's waiting for, and that's the Forest County Potawatomi Community Pro 2 Pro 4 Heavy Metal Challenge. I missed something in there. I forget what it was. Forest County Potawatomi Community Brush Run. That's what Brush Run 101 Pro 2 Pro 4 Heavy Metal Challenge.
Showdown.
No, it's Heavy Metal Challenge.
Hopefully we see a showdown.
But I haven't heard any recent rumors. I feel like I should almost send you down into the pits, just kind of walk the pro pits real quick and find out who's doing what happened in the points race, get a quick recap before they come up here, before they come out here for the cup race. Green flag is out. We're underway. Here we go. The Country Hearth Sportsman UTV.
Clean start for everyone. Wow, just like we said earlier, the dust is just unreal. Like we're seeing dust at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Nobody would have ever even thought of that.
We got a Polaris running up front. Yamaha on back, but I think this is the first Polaris to lead a race here this afternoon. In any of the UTV class, I should say. John Grouse, Michael Trotter, Vince Lamandola running that top three. Nathan Solinsky, Jacob Rosales, and Gabe Johnson. Top six.
Man, our leader's starting to open up a gap early.
Yeah, like real quick, early in the race. Well, once going to remind everybody that while you may be feeling a little bit hungry right now, or kind of like maybe want something to drink, you need to stay hydrated, come on up here to the top of the hill where the Vision Wheels Hospitality Complex is located, directly underneath the grandstands. And I think you just might be mildly shocked with what the improvements and the building and the renovations that they've done since the fall race last year. Almost $800,000 in renovation. The buildings that you and I are sitting in up at top here, along with the Vision Wheels VIP suite, is brand new, built in Green Bay, I guess, and they haul them up here on a flatbed and big old crane and lift them up into position.
Wow, they did a beautiful job, though. I was shell-shocked when I got here on Friday. I was just like, wow. Since I've been here in the fall, they've really put their heads down, went to work, as they do every year. Crandon is always going above and beyond everyone else, trying to make it better for the fans, get more tuned in with your drivers, and
make the fans happy and everybody's happy.
Everything, yeah.
They'll keep buying beverages, they'll keep buying tickets, keep coming back, bring their friends, bring their family.
Very great upgrade.
Which is what we hope everybody does for the fall race. Labor Day weekend, racing Friday, Saturday, Sunday of Labor Day weekend. You got to come out here. Get here at least on Wednesday. Get a campsite. Make a reservation. Call Tina down in the office. You'll find the number at CrandonOffroad.com. And give her a call and make a reservation. I think you can also do it online. I'm not sure.
Yeah, go home, tell your boss that you're coming Wednesday.
I'm taking off.
It's a Super Bowl of off-road racing. There's going to be a lot of cars and trucks that weekend.
So Lamendola's moved up into that second spot. Trotter's in third. Solinsky fourth, and Jacob Rosales still in the top 5. And what's really neat about running the short course, not only is there a lot more action directly in front of the crowd, but while this is going on, the Crandon track crew is prepping the backside of the racetrack. So you can kind of do the double duty thing going on here.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye out on my left side. Just you can see them. They're rolling the track. They're packing it in. And I don't see any more standing water anywhere throughout the Argonne Loop.
Talk about a dominant Polaris out there right now. This is the first time, like I said before, that we have one that's been leading the race. And it's one of the Bikeman cars. And John Grouse behind the wheel. Doing very well, man.
Man, just more dust. This track is beautiful. Great shape. Mandatory. The competition caution comes out. Gross, Lemondola, and Trotter, your top 3.
Chikulov's got a passenger this time out there in that brand new Yamaha YXE Pace vehicle. Our top 5 running order right now as they cross the Amsoil finish line and taking the competition yellow flag is John Grouse running up front. Vince Lamondola right now in that second spot. Trotter third. Jacob Rosales in fourth. And Nathan Solinsky round with the top 5. Gabe Johnson, Trevor Bushmaker, Stetson Robinson, Connor Wood, and Tom Martin in the top 10.
You wonder if Vince has anything for our leader Grouse early on. Early on, it didn't look like he opened up his own little lead, but you wonder, it's all about that jump, getting that good start. He's bumping him going in the back. Trying to get in his head.
Well, that's when you hope that they're friends or buddies in the pits. Because if they're not, boy, there's going to be some heavy discussions in the pits afterwards. So oh boy. Oh, nice pump alongside. There's some interesting maneuvering going on out there right now between 1 and 2.
He's like, hello, I'm here. I think he felt the first 3 taps.
Yeah, we got to thank Yamaha for providing us not only with the Pace vehicle, but probably, I want to say 3 or 4 utility vehicles throughout the summer to help us out to set up the races and tear down the races and put on the races while the weekend's going on.
And thank for giving Richie a smile every weekend.
Yeah. Oh, man. What is that? What is that about? Vince Lamondola was kind of on the cocky side, messing with our leader throughout the whole yellow flag lap. And just like that, our leader takes off, and Lamondola doesn't.
Wow, look at the lead.
This class has got some pretty good parity in it as well. You got a Polaris up front, Yamaha running second, another Polaris, and then another Yamaha. So this is kind of cool to see as well.
Yeah, it's so cool to see the different brands coming in and battling amongst each other. It's so great. It gives the companies a good test tool. They get to see which cars are faster and how they can make them perform better.
Yeah, that's one thing. There's factory involvement now getting into the series on the manufacturer's side. And basically it's the old verse we used to hear in NASCAR, race on Sunday, sell on Monday. And you've got now the side-by-side industry actually practicing that now via this series, as well as the tire manufacturers now also with those brand new Pro 2 rule changes. And where'd that wheel go? Man, tough break for that. I believe it looks like the 725. Is that Gabe Johnson? Can't quite pick out the number.
Yep.
Is it 725? Yeah, Gabe Johnson was running in third place. Lost the complete left front suspension.
Just looks like it sheared right off. Man, Grouse still checking out. He's just adding more and more car lengths lap after lap. He's just out in that fresh air running his own lines and nothing to worry about other than seeing that checkered flag.
And it looks like the white flag is coming out, and there it is for John Grouse. Vince Lemondula in second, Michael Trotter, Nathan Solinsky. They all moved up basically one spot. Stetson Robinson. When Gabe Johnson dropped out the last lap. Jeez. Man, he looks just as fast on the last lap as he did on the first. John Grouse really showing the way around. A complete straightaway advantage as he hits the Polaris jump into the final corner. Now aimed at the AMSOIL finish line. The win will go to the Polaris of John Grouse this afternoon in the Country Hearth Sportsman UTV division. Second will go to Vince Lemondula, and Michael Trotter will come around in that top three. Let's step aside one more time and see our top three Sportsman UTVs to the podium, and we'll be right back after this.
When it comes to guarding your engine, AMSOIL offers the next level performance enthusiasts demand. AMSOIL provides 75% more engine protection against horsepower loss and wear than required by a leading industry standard, extending the life of pistons and cams. Give the vehicle you love the above and beyond protection it deserves. AMSOIL, devoted to protection.
It's amazing when you look at the racetrack and you see how dry it is and actually kind of nice on the inside where the racing has been going on. Then you look at the screen right now off on the edge where these guys are crawling out to go up to the podium, how it's not so nice.
No, it looks pretty deep there and pretty wet, but hey, at least our
ankle
race
deep.
surface is good.
That's okay. Kerry who's with us in the TORC series out of Florida. She's a mudder. She's a jeeper and a trucker, and she loves her mud. Not a bad crowd up there, considering the weather a little bit on the chilly side, a little bit on the windy side. But you know what? That right there is the die-hard off-road race fan here at Crandon.
Yeah, rain or shine. Yesterday,
I see one guy out there raise a beer. Damn straight. Don't be afraid. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, you guys salute yourselves. You have endured a lot here this weekend.
It's always great to see the Crandon fans.
One guy way in the back waving. Once again, there we got one guy in the middle waving his chicken wing. Yeah, he's talking about you. Yeah, there you go. That is a chicken wing, right? I want to let you know that everybody watching us all across the globe just watched you wave your chicken wing. You are a global superstar. How is that wing? Thumbs up? Big thumbs up. All right, yeah. Hey, I just saw a water truck. Wow. We got a water truck out there.
We are putting water down. This is crazy.
Not the cleanest of water, but it's going down. They recycle here. What the rain took away this morning, they're picking back up and bringing it back out.
It's amazing. It's cool. They didn't have to spend much fuel on the water trucks today, at least. You know, they're finally putting some water down because it is that dry right now. It's really dry.
And now with the wind, that's drying it out even faster. So now they're staying on top of the track, just like they did yesterday, to keep it ready and keep it good for the Cup race later on this afternoon.
All right, in the Sportsman UTV, in the third spot, the number 777 of Michael Trotter.
Congratulations to you, Michael. This is the highest podium of the season for you in the Sportsman UTV. What does that do for your momentum?
It just makes us try a little harder, try to get to the front. We've had a few weekends of bad luck, so hopefully it turns around and we can stay up front, stay on the podium. Mega 4x4, main sponsor, that's all that does it.
Well, you've done a great job. Hop up on 3.
And in the second spot, the number 711, Vince Lamondola.
Congratulations to you. With the track drying out a little bit and you guys normally racing before the pros, how difficult was the track today?
Well, in the corner up here by the barn, it's real rough. It would bite real hard, and I almost messed up a couple times, but you got to find the right line. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, Danny, Trinette, Jesse, Steve, Alyssa, and Zach, SOB, my little sister Angelina, and Victory Lane.
Well, you've done a great job so far in this season. 2 podiums this weekend. Hop up on number 2.
And taking the win today, checked out early and even in the second half of the race, the number 735 of Jonathan Grouse.
Congratulations to you. You've done it back-to-back. You sweep here. I do have one more thing over here. Another $100 from Country Hearth for you. How are you feeling about $200 this weekend?
It feels pretty good being my first race weekend. I would like to thank Crash Addict, Mud Muncher, Bikeman Performance, Fox Shocks, Rugged Radios, Amsoil, Booth Racing, and my girlfriend Amanda. And I'd like to say hi to my family watching from New York at home.
Well, you've done a great job. Hop up on there. Clean sweep for you this weekend. Another round of applause for the Sportsman UTV. Back up to Scott and Brent.
There you have it, folks. One more time for your top 3. Vince Lamondola in the second spot. Jonathan Gross with the win, and in third, 777 of Michael Trotter. We're going to go down trackside and talk with Tiffany Stone and see who is up for grabs with the Turo Tire watch.
Thanks, Brent. You guys have been hearing me tease this entire weekend, Turo Tires, Turo Tires, Turo Tires. Well, it's now time to give out that watch. I got Joe from Turo here, and what we're going to do, we have all the emails on here. He's going to scroll up and down. I'm just going to push my finger on there, and we're going to see what the lucky winner is. You ready? Did I touch it?
Yep.
Perfect. Amanda, you are the winner of this new Turo Tire watch. And then let me see the email. It is DakotaLover543@yahoo.com. Amanda, you're a Dakota Lover, you're a Turo Tires watch lover, and you're a winner here at Crandon. Back up to you guys.
Wow, look at that watch. Hey, Scott. Been looking at it all weekend, and finally somebody
Custom
gets
made,
to take it home.
Swiss components. In fact, I had a chance to look at it, and one of the biggest features is the fact that when you're wearing it, it doesn't dig in your wrists, which a lot of watches have a tendency. So, yeah, you gotta like those Swiss guys.
Yeah, it's a very nice watch. It's good to see a new owner on it, and well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, look at what we have on the starting grid. We have the 1600 light, or the 1600 buggy.
It's the Lincoln Electric 1600 buggy division. Here's our lineup on the inside on the pole. Try to make this real quick. It looks like Cowboy has still yet to go across the front line. So here we go with our lineup on the pole. The 369 of J.D. Corrin. Ryan Mottinger is in the 343 out of Indianapolis. Alongside him is Matt Gerald in the 395. I had a chance to talk to Matt's dad. I don't remember if you remember his name.
Kurt.
But yeah, Kurt Gerald. He had a word with Matt, did some adjustments. We'll see what Matt be able to pull off this afternoon. Guy Sinkowski, he starts 4th in the 337. Brian Holcher starts 5th in 300. Dylan Parsons starts 6th in 319. Jason Flugratz in the 356 and starts 7th. Jeff Pashinsky, who usually is a front runner, had issues yesterday. We'll see if he can get his butt back up towards the front in the 324. Dave Luger, quick yesterday, 328. Bruce Fraley from Las Vegas in the 312 starts 10th. Tony Keepers, fantastic run yesterday. He's our points leader in the 352. Jeff Sakovich in the 321. Andy Van Elsen starts 13 in the 367. Here they come into turn number 1. Wow, not a very good start for Bruce Fraley. He's about 2/3 way in the back of the field. He's well behind.
And once again, in the 352 car, Tony Keepers running to that inside.
Yeah, look at that. It made it look so easy. Still, no, couldn't hang on to it. Oh, looks like let's see. Bruce Fraley got in the mix with somebody. Got turned around coming out of the Polaris Razor gravel pit turn. Now Fraley is second to last in the field. This is going to be interesting to watch right now. As Dylan Parsons running up front, Tony Keepers in second. Brian Holzer in the third, Bashinsky fourth. Dave Lugan at fifth spot, but look how far back.
Fraley has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he's right now in that 12th position. And it's interesting, for the first time all season, I haven't got a message from his wife yet. Don's usually all over it. Man, some nice tight racing there. Do you remember Class 3? Class 3 cars.
Yes.
Short wheelbase, 4-wheel drive. Do you happen to remember a purple and white and yellow Ford Bronco two-door way back in the soda days?
No, maybe I wasn't
Darren
born.
Parsons.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's his kid up there in the
Wow.
tractor. Yeah, huh?
Tilkin still trying to. Oh. Tony Keepers. Tony Keepers takes over the lead.
Yeah, made that quick and just pulled away fast.
Yeah, he was so fast yesterday, he pretty much did the same thing. Got out front and started checking out. So those guys, Tony Keepers and his crew have really put a good program together in this Lincoln Electric 1600 buggy class.
How about that? Fraley's now passed 3 cars in the last half lap. So Fraley is moving forward and doing it quickly.
Yeah, you know Bruce, so he'll keep picking off cars. He wants to get his car as far forward as he can before the competition caution, and don't count him out yet. Keepers still holding on to 7-8 car lengths. As you can see, kind of shiny spots in the track where the water truck has laid down a little bit of water. And yes, we are throwing water back onto this track after an early morning delay with the storms that went through last night. Dylan Parsons still trying to figure out a way to catch Tony Keepers.
Yep, Dawn Fraley just checked in. She's here, she's working, she's a little preoccupied, but she's watching the race.
We got a car turning around right on the front doubles. Not a good spot to be backwards. Holger is still running in that 3rd spot. Kind of opening up. Each of them has a little bit of a gap on one another, and Holger still trying to hold that inside line. Dylan Parsons, a good look at Dylan Parsons, still trying to put it together. Trying to put together a perfect race, and that's what you're going to need to do against Tony Keepers. Oh, Luger. Oh, that is our 2nd place driver. Dylan Parsons is up and over.
Yeah, something crazy happened there. 2 cars were up on the outside banking and somehow got into each other, turned sideways, and Dylan Parsons now sitting there upside down.
We have another one on the track, off the track actually. I don't know what happened. Can't get a number on it right now. Looks like his day is done. See Dylan Parsons. Good look, getting him flipped over.
Yeah, when one of our Yamaha UTVs can get that thing up on its wheels and maybe just underway as well, hustle like crazy to try to keep him on the lead lap. And luckily, it looks like the competition yellow comes out. So how about, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look who's running in 3rd right now. At one point was dead last on the track. Running in 3rd is Bruce Fraley.
You'll probably start getting more messages on your phone now. He's in the top 3.
They got property in Utah, and they're right in the middle of this huge fire in Utah. And I mean, there's a bunch of people from us. McCacker's have a property up there. Fraley's have property up there. I can't remember. There's some others. Kevin Croyer, but they're all together, and there's a huge fire in Utah right now, and that's where I guess the majority of her attention is right now. But I gotta tell you, your husband's doing pretty good. I don't know where he came from, but man, oh man, Don Bruce is right now running that 3rd spot, and as quickly as he moves forward, I have a funny feeling that 1st and 2nd better be aware of what's going on behind him.
Yeah, I'm sure Tony Keepers in the 352 is well aware, and it's not a good thing. But Keepers, the way he's been running this weekend, he's fast. I mean, if he can hold his marks and make sure he can hit every lap the same and put it all together, I don't see why he can't put it on the box, even with Bruce Fraley coming on him.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I'm actually looking at the profile of that chassis of Keeper's car. Isn't that the old Steiny?
Yeah, it
Steinhardt
does.
car?
It looks like a Steinhardt car.
Well, it looks like I got a message from Tina Kuloff right now. She wants to wish Lynn and Marilyn Champagne, a happy anniversary. They're sitting up here in the grandstands. 57 years they've been married.
Wow.
That's older than I am.
Yeah.
And not by that much, though, but that's a long time to be married when you're as old as I am. So congratulations to Lynn and Marilyn. We're so glad to have you here, part of the racing action on your anniversary. Hope you're having a good time. Oh, yeah, and you can blame Tina Kuloff for this.
Keepers with a nice start. Got that little bit of a jump like everyone was doing today, like getting a run off that backside of that first jump. When you have Bruce Fraley in your back door, you're going to need to try to stretch out as much as you can. Fraley looking to the inside of Holger, trying to push Holger out, and he does. Throws it into the mud. Fraley. Bruce Fraley just walked by Holger. Now he has his eyes set on Keepers. It's like Luger just ahead of Holger there. Luger goes a little wide, gives Holger a little bit of an advantage coming back towards turn one. Luger and Holger still holding on to a close battle.
Three laps to go this time by. Still a pretty good gap up to our leader back for Bruce Fraley, but
there's time.
Yeah, there's time. Actually, he's coming up on it pretty quick. Now about 10 car lengths back to Fraley. Luger's about 20, 25 cars behind Fraley, running in third. So there's 3 laps to go, and I have to say, Bruce is looking pretty strong right now. And he's going to have to make that pass pretty quick. It's not like he's going to have to slowly come up on him and plan the pass and take his time and look for that hole. With less than 3 laps to go, he's going to have to do it and do it quick.
Yeah, once he gets there, he has no time to mess around. Luger, a good look at Holgers. Still running in that 4th spot. They're all starting to spread out just a little bit more as we get closer to the end of this race. Luger, Holger coming back one more time in turn one. Holger just can't seem to reel in Luger. He's lost probably 3-4 car lengths since the previous lap. Keeper still Still holding on to 3-4 car lengths, but that lead is starting to close in, and I don't know. Keepers is running one heck of a run this weekend, and can't take nothing away from him. He's got the best in the business chasing him, and give him props for being cool and calm.
Yes, but what I've noticed also is that the lead that Keepers had at one point just got cut in half on that last lap. So we got a little less than 2 laps remaining now. Down that long straightaway coming to turn 1. You see it right there, 4, maybe 5 car lengths from first to second. White flag will be coming out in about a half a lap. Whittle away that lead a little bit more, but not quite as much as I expected. Keep in mind, at one point in this race, about lap number 2, maybe 3, Bruce Fraley was dead last in the field, and by a long shot.
Yeah, it surprised us both. All of a sudden, we're like, what? He's in the top 3?
Yeah, exactly. It's almost as if in the last probably quarter mile or so, somebody got underneath Keepers and told him Fraley was on his way. Fraley is coming, because right now, Keepers looks like he stepped it up, and there's the white flag one more time around. Fraley is running out of time. I thought he'd be up in the back bumper before now. One more time to the Argonne corner. Keepers through cleanly. Fraley as well. And the thing is, Keeper pulled a hole shot right away, too. He's had the lead from the drop of the green flag. Man, oh man. Fraley better move, and he better move right now. The only place that I've noticed where he's actually faster than Keepers is diving into the corner in the gravel pit turn. That's where he makes up a ton of ground. And he hasn't done it in the last lap. In fact, I think Keepers has pulled away. He has.
Yeah, he stretched that lead right out.
He's almost doubled his lead back to what it was 2-3 laps ago.
Keepers one more time through the gravel pit. Bruce Fraley still running in second. One more turn to go. Keepers gonna try to just run patiently on the bottom. Taking his second win of the weekend. Tony Keepers behind him from Las Vegas, Nevada. Bruce Fraley in the second spot. And rounding out our top 3, the final turn for Dave Luger will round out your top 3 in the Lincoln Electric 1600 buggy. All right, we're going to get everything set for the podium. We're going to take a quick break.
When it comes to protecting your engine, AMSOIL offers the next level performance truck owners demand. AMSOIL provides 75% more engine protection against horsepower loss and wear than required by a leading industry standard, extending the life of pistons and cams. Give the vehicle you love the above and beyond fortification it deserves. AMSOIL, devoted to protection.
Well, race fans, winning torque drivers rely on VP Racing Fuels to keep their trucks running right. And now you can get the same benefit with VP additives for gas and diesel engines. It's race fuel technology for your daily driver and the perfect way to clean out your fuel system and put the power back in your drive. In fact, VP Octanium offers the biggest octane boost of any product on the market. Octanium and VP's other additives are available at your local AutoZone store, and for more information, visit vpracingfuels.com. When it comes to keeping your car that you love, there's a motor oil that offers the world-class performance you demand. AMSOIL shields your automobile for 75% more engine protection against horsepower loss and wear than required by leading industry standard, extending the life of vital components like pistons and cams. Well, race fans, let's now meet our top three finishers of the Lincoln Electric 1600 Buggy Division. Finishing that third spot, the 328 of Dave Luger.
Congratulations to you, Dave. 2016 year, podium every time you're here at Crandon. Same thing 2 times, done it both times. How you feeling?
Feeling great. There's nothing better than podium at Crandon, especially every time you show up here, or at least in the last couple of years. I want to thank all my sponsors, AMSOIL especially, BFG, and all my friends for coming out and supporting me, and my brother for spotting for me.
Well, you've done another great job here. Fall Crandon, I know you want to finish out the competitive season. Hop up on number 3.
And now finishing second from Las Vegas, Nevada. Bruce, I got to tell you, I got a message from your wife. They took a break from fighting the fires to watch your race, and they'll probably back at it again. But taking second, once again, the 312 of Bruce Fraley.
Congratulations to you, Bruce. You just took a big sigh of relief. What is that all about?
It depends what sigh of relief. Thank God the race is over and I started dead last, and I passed I don't know how many 12 cars except for Tony, but the fire department is doing their job and hoping everything's good there.
You've done a great job here. We were joking about having some, meat. You brought it over from Vegas. My thought is bring some more. You're going to get in that top place.
Well, I don't have to worry about it. We're going to the Bark River, and I got a hell of a record there. I think I got 6 or 8 in a row there, so we're going to my home track next. This is Tony's home track. We're going to my home track next. Sean Morris, everything he does for me, he spotted for me. He's probably trying to figure out how to drive a 4-speed transmission right now instead of a 3-speed automatic. Freeman's Carpet Service, my wife, of course, Larry and Glory Hammond, Foltz Trannies, Fat Performance Motors, and everybody else that helps me along.
Bruce Fraley, great job here. Hop up on number 2.
All right, with down at the podium in the first spot, sweeping the weekend, 352 of Tony Keepers.
Tony, congratulations. It's got to be a great feeling here in Crandon. Bruce says he's coming after you in Bark River. What do you think about that?
I'm sure he'll be there. He's been the one to beat all year, so it's pretty cool to get this. That's our hometown here. I live 7 miles up the road, so this is pretty cool. I got all my family and friends here. You guys are the best. This Friday, my second son was born. Then to sweep the weekend, I got to say, this is the best weekend of my life. This is pretty awesome. I got to thank all my sponsors, Argon Lumber, J&J Insulators, Sam's Concrete, K2 Pro Signs, AMSOIL for putting this stuff in on the brush run weekend. That's cool. All my help out here, Jeff and Rick and Susie and Lane couldn't make it this weekend, and Teddy, you guys are the best. Without you, definitely wouldn't be up here. Oh, and I got a shout out to Mark Steinhardt, because I definitely wouldn't be here without him. That man is a brilliant person, and he's the reason that we got the chance to be up here.
Well, I know you got a great feeling for this weekend. Sweet, plus being a brand new dad. Another round of applause for Tony Keepers, Bruce Fraley, and Dave Luger. Back up to you guys, Scott and Brent.
Well, thanks again. As we get ready to, congratulations to our 3 guys. First off, I got to tell you, Tony, Dawn Fraley's been watching. She says, congratulations, you did a hell of a job. Bruce, she thinks you're hot. Nice job, guys. Let's step aside real quick as we get ready for our next race, which we're going out of order. Guess what's coming up next? Brew Pub Pizza, short course carts.
For 41 years, winning drivers in all forms of motorsports have relied on VP Racing Fuels for leading-edge technology to optimize performance and power them to the winner's circle. Now you can get the same benefit with VP Additives, formulated for gas and diesel engines. It's race fuel technology for your daily driver and the perfect way to clean out your fuel system and put the power back in your drive. VP Additives are available at your local AutoZone store. For more information, visit vpracingfuels.com.
Race fans, there you can see right now on the camera, that's our next race coming out trackside in just a moment. Here's our lineup, and here's the introduction of the drivers. 18 kids coming out trackside, both boys and girls, and this is going to be pretty cool to see them side by side. Here's our lineup on the pole. It's Hope Conrad in the 79, along with Gavin Oldenfed in the 411. Troy Johnson in the 11, alongside of Michael Funk in the 7. Zachary Rohanowitz in the 31 starts 5th, along with Braden Bosch on the 20 starts 6th. Starting 7th, Kennedy Marquardt, who did great yesterday afternoon in the 90. He'll start 8th. Paige Rohanowitz is out there in the number 5, along with John Holcher in the 44, starting 9th. Easton Sleeper starts 10th in the number 13, along with Sam Marquardt in the 190 in the 11th. Owen Van Epren in the 45, yesterday's winner. He'll start 12th. And then we have Aiden Wandasega starting 13th in the number 97. Porter Inglese starts 14th in number 1. Aiden Horde, her first time out here all season long. Nice to see the Horde family once again. She's out there starting 15th in the 28. Antonio Inglese starts 16th in the number 8. Ashton Horde starts 17th in the number 9. And Warren Shunk starts 18th in the 88. And you better get every name pronounced right and the numbers right for every kid that's out there in the track. Otherwise, there'll be a mom or a grandma beating on the door of the sound tower because you got their little Johnny or little Annie's name wrong. I've learned that's one thing after 22 years of being here. You don't upset mom, grandma, or sister, or aunt.
I have to give a quick shout out to a local boy from Bark River, Troy Johnson. His mom texted me earlier today and said if I could wish his brother Andy a happy birthday from Troy. So, happy birthday, Andy.
You know what? Social media is a crazy thing because now anybody and everybody can contact you at any time. And I'm getting some crazy requests from fans. Just fans. I'm getting a crazy one right now from a fan from Chicago. He's wearing a butt-ugly sandals you've ever seen. He's walking around in a Walter Payton jersey, so he's off the hook. Sweetness is cool. Even if it's a Chicago Bears jersey, sweetness is still cool. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can pull off his request before the Cup race. Like I say, I get asked a whole lot of crazy things. Hey, can we do this? Hey, can we do that? And let's put it this way. You're talking to a guy that gets off on it's easier to ask for forgiveness and permission. Doesn't mean I don't always get in trouble, because I do. But it's... And then there's Double O. Race fans got to get to know this guy. They got to meet him. He hangs out with the racers. Quite a few racers know him and love him, and it didn't take very long for him to be one of the characters of this series. And if they haven't seen him, the racers look for him every single round of racing. And Double O, he kind of looks like a grizzly Santa Claus, Harley riding ZZ Top guitarist. But the only instrument he plays is the turntables. He's been up here running the sound all weekend. He's been up here running the sound now, what, for 2 years, I think? 2 years? Really cool guy. Really cool guy. But he loves his crazy food. He takes pictures of his plates at some of these wildest restaurants. And you're where? You're eating what? And I just let it go.
Our very own Double O.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a good look at all 18 short course kids cards out there.
I see a great T-shirt. Probably the T-shirt of the weekend. Right here in front of us. That is a T-shirt of the weekend. And there's always one that pops out more than others. And, yeah, we're all taking pictures of it right now. That's going to be all over Facebook and hashtag TORC Off-Road, hashtag TORC 17. You got to love it when a guy walks around in a blaze green / yellow T-shirt, sleeves ripped off, wearing a pink hat. Drunk lives matter. Oh, welcome to Crandon. Are those green glasses besides? Who dressed you this morning? And he's wearing checkerboard blue shorts and camo sandals. Are those Crocs? No? They're camo something. Or are they just really dirty? But that's a cool T-shirt either way, man. Very awesome. We got our short course carts lined up and ready to go. Intros are all here to take care of. This could be one of the coolest turn ones we ever see all weekend long. Oh, they're inching forward. They're inching forward.
Look at Owen Van Epper. He's scoot.
Green flag is out there underway. Here they come. The Brew Pub Pizza short course carts into turn one. Man, if I could see numbers from that far away. And they'll be running a slightly abbreviated short course than what the other racers were running.
Oh, man, it looked like Zachary Wahanowitz, he had a good run on the inside and stubbed it just a little bit. Morcourt starting to give Wahanowitz a little run.
Kind of dicing it out back and forth out there as we kind of see our leaders. They're 3 wide from 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Look out.
Look at Easton Sleeper.
Yeah, he's on a mission. He's had a real strong last couple rounds of racing. Been on the podium every time. He won back in ERX. So it's actually Gavin Oldenfeld, Sam Markwood, who had a great run yesterday, Zachary Wahanowitz running 1, 2, and 3. As you're on the track, it looks like Easton Sleeper's running up front, but he's actually 1 lap down.
Trying to get that lap back.
Well, he's on the lead lap now, but all he can hope for is when the competition yellow comes out, he is allowed to go all the way around to assume the back of the pack. He had a very strong race yesterday. He was in the back of the pack again and came back to finish 3rd. So the kid can wheel.
It looked like Morcourt had something and going to run with Sleeper, but he kind of fades back a little bit, but he's going after our leader.
Yeah, it was real interesting. Back quite a few years ago when these things first came out, you know, Stepson raced these things. Have a great race on Saturday. Awesome race, quick, not a problem. all you would do is Windex it, clean it off, come back Sunday. What the hell just happened? Can't get out of first, no speed, no acceleration, nothing. And these things are moody little race cars. You have no idea what's going on, didn't change a thing, and the car's a slug compared to the day before.
The competition caution is now out. We're going to reset them for you.
So let's see, yeah, it looks like they're allowing Easton Sleeper to go around, pick up the back of the pack. Man, he's going to have his work cut out for him to try to get on the podium. And Holter, where are you going? He's a lap down also, but he wasn't in front of our leader, so he wasn't on the lead lap. Okay. So it's Sam Marquardt, Gavin Oldfend, Zach Werhanowitz on their top three, Braden Boshoff fourth, Owen Van Epperen in that fifth spot. Kind of surprised Owen's not a little bit further forward than what he is. Actually, he started in the 12th spot, so he's moving forward. Not a bad job so far. Ashton Horde running in that 6th spot. Kennedy Marquardt, Paige Werhanowitz, Aiden Wandasega, and Antonio Inglese running all in the top 10. Sam Marquardt started 11th.
Wow.
And now is leading the race. So he passed a lot of cars to get where he's at right now.
Good to see Braden Boshaw on the Armor Steel truck, the number 20. He's up in that 4th spot.
Yeah, he's moved up 2 spots.
Yeah, he's been picking his way through. They have had a lot of mechanical failures with that truck, just bearings, little things coming off, the chain popping off, and it's good to see him still healthy. So we'll see what Braden can do this second half.
Well, Easton Sleeper's caught up to the back of the pack. Now it's a matter of trying to get around some of these slower vehicles in the back. It's going to be awfully tough to try to break that top 3 to get on the podium. He did it yesterday.
Man, there's a rough bump exiting that tabletop up there for all these little short course carts.
Sam Marquardt has had a great weekend. Wow. Owen Van Epperen up in the top 3. He is really moving forward now.
It's so cool how those trucks work, though. They're just a miniature Pro 2, Pro 4 in my eyes.
I'd like
just
to see a
love
rougher track. I want to
Yeah.
see them. You got to build specific jumps for these carts, and a little bit of contact between, see, Werhanowitz and the number 11 of Troy Johnson, and they kind of lift a little bit, check up, and continue on. Van Epperen up in the second now. This could get kind of hairy right now for Sam Marquardt.
Marquardt gets around slower traffic. Oh, Van Epperen, looks like Van Epperen's getting a little, oh, he got slid over just a little bit, but he clears them, as does Oldenfen.
Boy, the cars are all stretched out all around the course right now. Sam Marquardt looking very strong, so has a fairly sizable lead. I believe there's, yeah, white flag is coming out this time around. White flag as they cross the Amsoil finish line with one more lap to go.
Owen Van Epperen throwing it in the inside field turn, and I don't know if there's enough time for him to catch Marquardt. Marquardt's been in his own real estate the whole second half.
Yeah. Sam Markro with just 2 turns remaining up onto the long course into the right-hand turn. Van Epper's going to run out of time. Marquardt's going to hang on. Here they come towards the Amsoil finish line. Sammy Marquardt will take the win. Owen Van Epper in second. It looks like Gavin Oldfent will finish in that 3rd spot.
Yeah, and Braden Boshaw will round out your top 4.
And Ashton Horde, how about that? Ashton Horde, the top 5. Her first race since last fall right here. Nice job by her.
Second day back, not bad. Top 5.
We'll step aside real quick, get our top 3 up to the podium. We'll have some fun with some kids in just a bit.
Cooper tires on the ground, go round and round, round and round, round and round. Tires on the car, all warranty. And what you need, the tires on the car help keep you safe. They grip the road when you hit the brakes.
Your tires matter. So count on Cooper, an American company since 1914.
Tires on the ground, go round and round. Cool.
You know what, race fans? It's always, like I said, I've said it all weekend long. It's always fun to have a sponsor, a racer, or a dignitary of some sort. Yeah, you dignitary.
Come all three. No.
But when we're laughing on camera here is like the crazy stuff we hear in the headsets, man.
It's great.
Nobody else knows about.
I love the behind-the-scenes stuff. Actually, it'd be funny to actually share with fans some of the stuff that goes on in the production booth and the trailers and the discussions, and even with our race control guys. Even though in the Midwest you wouldn't understand them necessarily because they have that Midwest thing going on all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had to learn. Coming from California to here, I had to kind of learn how to, listen to the Midwest and understand it. Now I've been here a couple of years.
I was just saying, yeah, you should be actually speaking a little bit of Midwest.
Oh, a little bit. Sometimes I catch myself. You got to go out there. She's looking good.
So what's it like after a couple of cocktails?
The best expression is always I call Cliff Flannery, who was the president of track, says, "How's she go, Marty?" I didn't know what that meant. It's like, how's she go? I know who's she, but that's how they say, how's it going? So anyway, we're happy to have you guys here. Happy to have the TORC series here, and certainly happy to be representing Crandon National Raceway as I have for the last couple of years, and being part of the marketing and sponsorship arm here in PR has been great. And you can see that we're so happy that the track is coming around for this big race.
Can you believe it? There was standing water.
I've seen that happen here before.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen here. But that's, being from Crandon and understanding the whole thought process now, it's all about the fans and trying to get the race in and trying to get the races in for the racers and sponsors, obviously, and the way they do the track drainage and the clay, and it's a whole.
Well, we've seen all the work you've done here for the spring race. Everything out here on the track, everything back in the pits, everything that we're sitting on right now.
Yep.
But I want to ask you about the fall race.
Okay.
Okay, we're kind of shifting gears now. We still got a big race coming up in just a bit.
Right.
But let's talk about the fall.
Well, the fall is, as you know, is our biggest race, and we had a very nice crowd here, especially considering the weather the last couple of days for the Forest County Potawatomi races. But certainly in the fall for the World Championships, we expect a crowd four times as large, and we're from all accounts, we're ahead on all our camping sales and our ticket sales, so we're expecting a record crowd this year, and for good reason. You know, we last year we were able to combine kind of our desire to have a Super Bowl of off-road racing, and with the TORC series, and so this year we're going to be able to do that with a with our Crandon World Cup Day, which is again part of the Red Bull Signature Series, and it's a separate day for racing, so to bring East and West Coast, as it were, together for all the pro classes, and that's the way we're going to do it again this year. I got some exciting announcements to make.
When?
Soon.
Come on, man, when?
Yeah,
give us one today.
Well, the fact we're doing it is there's my announcement, okay? And it's on Red Bull. It's a Signature Series event. How's that? But no, it's very simple. We want to have the richest single-day race and short course racing in front of the biggest crowds with the best television audience with the best guys all in one day. And that's been Crandon's desire for a long time, to kind of bring both series together and say, okay, let's do this here. Labor Day, traditionally, that Sunday is the biggest day for our crowds, and that's what we're going to do. So we're all good.
Well, I appreciate it. And again, we'll go to, what's the website they can go to for more information?
CrandonOffroad.com.
There you have it. Race fans, we got to get this thing going up. We got some crazy weather going on around us. Marty, thank you for coming up here real quick.
It's okay.
Go to CrandonOffroad.com for more information. And some of these rumors that he's kind of spiraling, kind of hiding over us a little bit. But keep tuned. Actually, go to TORCSeries.com as well as Crandon Off-Road, and stay up to date with all the cool stuff going on before Labor Day weekend.
That's it.
Thanks
It's going to be great. Thanks, guys.
Well, let's, race fans, let's now go down to the podium and meet our top three finishers in the Brew Pub Pizza Short Course Karts. Kids, first off, finishing third. Mom, I'm going to apologize right now if I screw this up, but here we go. Finishing third in the 411, great run by Gavin Oldfend.
Congratulations to you, Gavin. During that race, obviously you can see that it's starting to rain. How does that change the track conditions for you?
I can't keep control of my truck. Over on the hill, I was sliding everywhere, and Owen, I couldn't see him, and he ran up, hit me, passed me. I was like, oh crap.
Well, it seems that you have recouped, you got it here, and you're on the third place box. Congratulations.
Thanks. I would like to thank Bob, Jeremy, Josh, my mom, my dad, Malachi for pushing me, and Trill Motorsports, God, Velcetti Inc., and Hay Fever Farms.
Well, you've done a good job today. Congratulations. High five. Nice job.
Here's our second place finisher. Once again, the 45, two-time defending class champion and multi-time winner, Owen Van Eperen.
Congratulations to you. I know you and your dad, Rodney, have a bet going on about trophies and everything. What do you got to say to him now?
I have more podiums, but you more wins. Yamaha, Yamalu, Holter Brothers, Power Sports 1, Never Lift, Duo.
You've done a great job here. High five. Nice job. Can't wait to see what you do in Elk River.
And this young man has had one hell of a weekend, taking another win, the 190 of Sammy Marquardt.
Congratulations to you. I know you got to be feeling real good wearing that AMSOIL hat. How do you feel right here at the big house?
Awesome. I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, Heck Electric, HBI, Amsoil, my grandma, my grandpa, Brad. That's it.
Well, you've done a fine job here. One more round of applause for these three guys right here. Back up to Scott and Brent.
Thanks a lot, guys, and congratulations to our top 3 finishers. You guys did a hell of a weekend, and nice job. Owen Van Eperen, you're still our points leader. Nice job, buddy. Well, once again, we want to thank everyone for showing up here this afternoon, watching us on TORCseries.com. We're going to step aside real quick, come back at 5:15 for the Chairman's Cup of the Pro 4, Pro 2 Heavy Metal Challenge. We'll be right back again at either YouTube or TORCseries.com.